Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. Let's go straight away to the Kursk Oblast, and here we have the major change. Russians definitely occupied the Snagos village. They attacked with all of their forces available in the region, but there is a great but. Ukraine started the offensive from this place around a couple of days ago, and Ukraine is now very close to Glushkovo. And if Ukraine cuts this distance, Russian forces will be just trapped in this region. I think they actually went into this trap that Ukrainian forces organized. We have the recent update, so it was yesterday, it is today. Yes, Russians took the ground, but they create a major threat for them in all of this region. The more troops Russia puts in this region, the more troops of them will be trapped if again Ukraine advances towards Glushkovo or to this place by cutting this entire sector. For now, Russians are just blinded with their counter-offensive. They go all forward, creating those long attacks. The fight is now ongoing in Lyubimovka village, and Ukraine actually allows it to happen at this stage. We have some of the hints from the Ukrainian military command that their plan in the Kursk region will be successful, and the Russian counter-offensive is actually the plan of all of this entire operation. Well, from what I see, that the Russian forces could be encircled. Again, it's the best case scenario, but based on what is happening on the ground, guys, I'm almost sure that it's the plan for Ukraine. Whether it works or not, we're gonna see in the coming days. According to the recent information, Ukraine was able to take Veselo village under control. It's not far away from Glushkovo at all. It is the recent chart. I'll put the links for the original sources so you'll be able to see it. The problem for Ukraine is that Russia still has the secondary defense line, so the major battle will go over here. To advance towards that place, Ukraine needs to expand the attack vectors, but where Ukraine continue to capture lots of the Russian soldiers in the Kursk region. Guys, if you like the job that I do on YouTube, you may also support me on Patreon. The link for my Patreon page is available just in the video description below. Thank you so much for your kind support. Some of the Russian tech channels are saying that the Russian army is damn successful, they're moving forward, they're taking more ground. This hooray echoes also on the Russian TV, but the actual picture is kind of bad for Russian army, and some of the Russian tech bloggers say about it openly. I don't know if you can see it here, but they confirmed the breakthrough of the Ukrainian army from the new direction and the major threat of the Russian group on the south part of the Kursk Oblast. Because bridges were cut, Russia is unable to reinforce their group very fast. They're unable to provide enough logistics, so the offensive that now we see is just temporary. And already Russia has to divert some part of their forces to counteract to the new threat. Well, the success of this operation, I would say, mainly depends on how many forces or resources Ukraine is going to use for this local counterattack, and whether Ukrainian army is really able to encircle the Russian army with the forces our guys have. Russia also sends small cars for provisions delivery, but all of those cars are usually found by Ukrainian FPV drones and being kaputted. Also, we have this new video published how Ukrainian forces entering the Kursk region from the Ukrainian side